In this video, I'll walk you through the Crop Health Diagnostics system in the CredoSense Web App. You'll see how the system monitors a field for early stress, supports field scouting, produces a diagnosis, and recommends an action that you can accept or adjust. The actual leaf measurement is performed in the field using the CredoSense mobile app and leaf chamber, so we'll only cover that step briefly. First, go to app.credosense.com. Select Crop Health Diagnostics. Then log in using your CredoSense account credentials. After logging in, you will be presented with the operations page. Here you should see your farms and facilities listed. First, let's set up some important settings from the profile. You can access this by clicking on your name on the bottom left corner and selecting Profile. You should see all of your devices listed here. Here you can also see the users that has access to your farms. Click on Edit Profile to set up your preferred time zone. Setting the correct time zone is important because notifications, scouting schedules, alerts, forecasts, and intervention records will be displayed using this setting. Next, open the Settings menu. Here, you can manage notification preferences for different types of alerts and system events. Notifications can be delivered by email or as push notifications through the CredoSense smartphone app. You can also define a preferred delivery window for each type of notification. This allows you to decide when different alerts should normally be sent. The Quiet Hours option prevents notifications from being delivered during a selected period. Notifications generated during this time will not disturb you during the configured quiet hours. From the Language menu, you can change the display language of the application. CredoSense also provides several other services. You can access them through the Change Services option. Whenever you see the service selection page, choose Crop Health Diagnostics to return to this system. Now, let's talk about the Operations page. Your existing farms should already appear on this page. If a farm does not appear, select New Operation and enter the operation code provided by CredoSense. This will add the operation and linked fields as well as devices to your account. Let's open an existing farm. You should now see the fields associated with that farm. The field cards provide a quick overview and indicate whether any user intervention or attention may be required. Select a field to open its detailed monitoring view. The Crop Health Diagnostics workflow is divided into 4 main stages: Monitor, Scouting, Diagnose, and Action. During the Monitor stage, the system uses available satellite, weather, sensor, and field information to identify possible stress. Here you can see different parameters from satellite data in the dashboard. We also provide weed probability and yield prediction. Observation here shows an overall health analysis from our AI engine. You can also change the satellite snapshot date. This allows you to review historical satellite observations and compare how field conditions have changed over time. Select a grid on the map to see more details about it. After selecting a grid, the side panel will display available information about the health and status of that specific area. Historical time series plots are available for the selected area. These plots help you review how the monitored parameters have changed over time. Previous interventions can also be viewed alongside the historical data. Current weather values and weather-related risks are shown in the Weather and Climate section. Forecast-based predictions are presented in the Forecasted Agronomic Events section. This window highlights conditions that may affect the crop during the next 72 hours. The Alert Center contains alerts generated for the selected field. Where a CredoSense fungal spore monitoring device is available, its data will appear in the fungal spore pressure section. Recent outputs from the Early Stress Detection Engine, or ESD engine, are shown farther down the monitoring page. These outputs identify locations or patterns that may require additional attention. An ESD result can be used as the basis for scheduling a field scouting event. When scouting events are recommended by ESD engine, a Schedule Scouting button will appear on the card. You can acknowledge an ESD event or reject it with a reason. This will help us to train our system and give you better output. Scouting events can also be scheduled without an ESD event. To create a user-initiated scouting event, first select the required grid on the map. Then, select Schedule Scout. Choose the date and time for the scouting event. You can also assign the event to a specific user who has access to the farm. For manually created scouting events, enter a clear reason for the scout. Providing this context helps the system interpret the scouting results and produce more relevant analysis. After the event has been scheduled, it will appear under the Scouting tab. Scouting measurements are completed through the CredoSense smartphone app. The mobile app can be downloaded from Google Play or the Apple App Store. Any authorized account with access to the farm can view its assigned or available scouting events through the mobile app. The assigned user should travel to the selected field location, open the scouting event, connect the leaf chamber, and follow the instructions in the mobile app. After the required leaf measurements have been completed and submitted, the data will be processed by the CredoSense system. You can see the scouting analysis in the Diagnose tab. This section also contains diagnostic findings generated by the Early Stress Detection Engine and the Regional Aware Agronomic Recommendation System engine. Open an individual record to review the detected issue, supporting observations, affected location, and any other available diagnostic information. To view the generated recommendations, open the Action tab. Here, you can review the recommended action associated with a diagnosis. The recommendation can be accepted as provided, or it can be modified before acceptance. This allows the farm manager or agronomist to adjust the recommendation based on local knowledge, available resources, or operational requirements. After a recommendation is accepted, it will move to the Pending Action section. Once the action has actually been applied in the field, select Applied. This records the action as a completed intervention and moves it to the intervention history. It is important to mark an action as applied only after the field work has been completed. This helps the system maintain an accurate history and evaluate changes that occur after the intervention. You can also manually record an intervention or field observation by selecting Log Action. Use this option to document activities that were not originally generated as system recommendations. Enter the relevant action, field note, date, location, and any additional details that may be useful later. Saved entries will appear under Interventions and Field Notes, creating a complete record of field activities. For inserting a leaf inside the leaf chamber while scouting, please follow these instructions. For additional assistance, contact CredoSense support by email or telephone.